it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Giddey in a shooting guard. Here's Game Face. Kuzma pulls it in. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Holmgren.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position. So at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
How about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Outside, Dort. And the pass to Giddey. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
New York with the ball. During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Giddey. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Now, this is going to help Josh Giddey's game. Boy, the confidence will rise if he can make these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Randall passes to the general. And he jams it with authority.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Dort. Now here's Giddey. Defense is right there. Outside, Dort. Buries it down low.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And stolen by Giddey. Kuzma outside. Takes a 3. Knicks with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the 3 from the general. Garrett covering. He can't get that one to fall. And New York the other way now. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Here's the general. Giddey defending. And it's off from three-point range. So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to Cleveland.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill. But the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. We don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. And he's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
The Knicks leading by 5. We've got Emmanuel quickly. Toppin is out there with Reynolds. And there's the general, and it's Robinson in at the 5. There the group, New York, will start the second. Here's the general. Toppin passes to the general. LeVert grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder. Pass to Reynolds. Here's the general. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shoots from 14. The Knicks pull it in. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Knicks making the shot. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Randall comes in for Toppin. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Reynolds. Here's the general. He had 34 points in the win against Minnesota.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks making the shot. There's the lob to Dort. Unable to get that one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night, so as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Kuzma after the made shot from the general. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
48.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for New York.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Well, great, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against Minnesota was a man determined. He dropped in 34 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He really played a complete game out there. He just seemed to be in rhythm and always in the right place at the right time. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
The Knicks leading by 10. Here's game face. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. He hits both from the stripe. 1:21 left here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Giddy with it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the general. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Here he goes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The Knicks making a switch here. Grimes is checked in.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Now, here's George. He had 27 points last game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. The shot, no good. And Randall has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They trail by 16. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. Off target at the rim.
The defense ready for him on that possession.
And so it's New York with a sizable lead.
31. The Thunder. 15.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Holmgren, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Kuzma in at the 4.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high. I think one thing that's clear with Obi Toppin is he has a drive to keep improving. He knows he's got some talent, but it's about the work you put in.
Now, here's George. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the made shot from the General. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Here's the General. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Game face. Tries again. That shot off. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game. Great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. 2 of his last 5 attempts so far at the line.
One shot.
And the free throw drops for LeVert.
And what you love is every year, Karis LeVert takes another step. He adds something else to his game. And I believe, guys, this guy has future star written all over him.
Here's the General. 27 points for him. Banked in off the glass. The General's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot!
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Good, nice job down low.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And so it's the New York Knicks with an 18-point lead as the quarter.
61. The Thunder. 40.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. The general is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot for the 4-second violation. R.J. Barrett's checked in for New York. Josh Giddey's checked in for the Thunder. Here's the general, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Game Face, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Kuzma against Randall. Dort passes to Holmgren. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boy, wide open teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. With the drive. Pass to Brunson. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Game Face. And no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Toppin, he's jacked in for Jalen Brunson.
Obi Toppin.
Pass to Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Dort. Lets it go from 11. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
To me, that's where the frame of Lou Dort helps, right? He's so big and strong from the guard position. He can take contact.
And he sinks the second. Doris, in your opinion, how does Lou Dort stack up with the best undrafted players in the league?
Well, I think, Kevin, when you think undrafted, the first guys that come to mind are Fred VanVleet, who's now an NBA champion. That's Christian Wood, Seth Curry, who's proven to be such a capable shooter. Those three are clearly, to me, the best undrafted players that come immediately to mind. But Lou Dort, I'll tell you, has carved out one heck of a career. This guy is a lockdown defender, and he can now make open threes. Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Dort passes to Holmgren. Kuzma inside. Randall on him. Just 5 on the clock. Toppin with the steal. Here's Game Face, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for New York.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Time called here on the Thunder side to talk it over. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often fit teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Back to Kuzma. Randall with some nice D. New York leading by 20. To the inside. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
The general passes to Barrett. Here's the general. Giddy defending. Here's Game Face. Terrific swat.
My goodness, Josh Giddy using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
Robinson with the block. Here's the general, guarded by Kuzma. Here's Game Face. It's good from long range. The general's got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddy.
Get outside.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Kuzma. There's the lob to Dort.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a galley win for the Knicks.
Oh!
My goodness.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Giddy, the pass to Kuzma. Outside, Dort. Top of the key jumper, no good. Here's New York. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. The general passes to Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once they smell blood in the water, you can see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Giddy against Barrett. Fires from deep. Giddy, no good. Here's New York. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Yeah, easy call.
And he makes the first.
At the line, 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Here's Oklahoma City now. Here's man. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Pokusevski. Drills the three-pointer.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokusevski, a big who can shoot it.
Here's Game Face. No good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that.
Ready for some top plays? I'm Olivier Cedra, PA announcer for your Brooklyn Nets. The time is here for your first vote of Season 3. Which one has the power within?
And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randle and Robinson. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's the General in at the point. Here's the General. The hook shot. Second chance shot. And Robinson finishes it off.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Holiday. Cousins with it. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
You know, Cousins is not the guy you want to put on the line because he's a pretty good foul shooter for a big guy.
You know, Clark, only a handful of teams have won more individual MVP awards than the Bucks.
That's really interesting, B.A., that you mentioned that. But that's how it goes when you have players like Kareem and Giannis walking through your door. And who knows, Giannis might have even more in him before he's done.
Middleton, right side. Pass to Cousins. Oh, Robinson with a block. Here's Randall. Antetokounmpo covering. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's the general. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Holiday. 10 points in his last outing. Harris left side. Here's the three. And they get it back. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. To the right side. Here's Cousins. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
At the line for the Knicks.
Both good from the line that time. The Bucks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Middleton outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. Cousins gets the bucket.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Harris outside. Back to Holiday. Uncovered. Misses off the right iron.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Here's the general. He's covered by Holiday. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change, and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
A minute 53 left in the first. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Holiday. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's the general. Give him 8 points now. And he goes in for the dunk.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Holiday. Trailing by 10. Harris outside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Beauchamp. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
It's both from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's the general. Pounded by Harris. Here's the general. And that one is hammered home.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Outside Holiday. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Dedmon, no good. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's the general. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Takes a three. It's rebounded by Dedmon. Harris on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, Harris loves to shoot it outside, but I like seeing him capitalize from there, too.
And so it's New York, ending the quarter up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively.
Knicks, 19. Let's give a big welcome to the floor.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for New York.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
So on the floor for New York. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Then it's Obi Toppin. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's the general, and it's one. And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
And you know what, guys? You got to love his fearlessness there. I mean, Harris doing a nice job taking on the defense and finishing.
Brunson is checked in for New York. We've seen the pace of the game ratchet up every year, Clark. Might that trend reverse at some point?
I don't think so, B. I mean, the game is meant to be played fast, and because of the potency of the three-point shot, the skill level of the players, the athleticism, I think you're going to continue to see teams play with a lot of pace because that's easier in terms of producing points.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Thunder, really lit up the floor. He had 39 points and a season-high number of rebounds. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this, feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Barrett against Middleton. Back to Harris. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have...
And so it's the New York Knicks feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. How about the...
The Knicks, 41.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. New York has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Middleton is the 3, with Giannis playing the power forward. Gary Harris out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Cousins in at center, locking down the middle. And that's the group from Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Here's the general. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Harris outside. Middleton against Toppin. Pass to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
One shot.
Absorbing contact really well. Randall will get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And Randall no good on that one. Well, Milwaukee's shooting a low 30% from the floor. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Middleton. And here's Cousins. Robinson defending. Now here's Cousins. He's guarded closely. Harris up top, guarded by Barrett. Holiday from long range. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Everybody knows Giannis is elite. But just in case you have any doubt, he's got a trophy case you need almost the whole team to lift.
Well, Clark, Antetokounmpo's awards certainly do put him in some rare company.
Along with Jordan and Hakeem the Dream. BA, I mean, Giannis is one of 3 players ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. Rarefied air indeed.
And the Bucks making a change here. Harris is checked in. Here's the General. He's covered by Holiday. And the General gets it to go.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Middleton outside. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Harris. Guarded by Barrett. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he can't bank that one in.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
To the inside. Here's Robinson. Another one falls for New York.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo has won MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship. He says, quote, "I am not satisfied. As the leader of this team, that's the tone I set. I don't care about trophies. I care about getting better, and that's what I've done my entire career." Brian, he stays focused.
Nose to the grindstone, Allie. Thanks for that. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Toppin. Knocked loose and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Beauchamp. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. .111 left to play in the third. Here's Grimes. Here's the General. Give him 20. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. Harris is checked in for Middleton.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Holiday passes to Green. Now here's Holiday. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Beauchamp from the arc. They get it again. Out to Harris. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by New York.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the General gets it to go.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Beauchamp, right now averaging 5.5 a game.
New York foul. Quentin Brown. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Beauchamp. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. And so it's the New York Knicks up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Nick?
The Knicks, 57.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served them up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Mitchell Robinson topping out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to 1xChamp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Harris outside. And players weather some verbal abuse from fans on the road. Clark, we've seen some of them say they'll mirror that energy. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll tell you, it's interesting, Brian. Clearly fans have a right to cheer and say things, but they can't be abusive. And just because you buy a ticket doesn't give you a right to treat the players as if they're not human. And we've seen fans cross the line in that regard. That's unacceptable. As a player, your impact is best felt on the court, so you have to control your emotions, but the fans and the venues have a responsibility to make sure that people who have a ticket act as they should for having that ticket, not feeling as though they can do or say anything they want to the player.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Back to Harris. Tries yet again. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and one trip down the floor.
Yeah, you know, not normally the guy you see crashing the boards there, but Harris giving some extra effort on the rebound.
Pass to Toppin. Here's the general. Pounded by Harris. Here's the general. Banked it in off the glass. That's 29 for him.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's the general. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It'll go on Joe Harris. And the NBA enjoying the highest attendance numbers in the history of the league. Clark, compare the fan experience now to where it was in the 80s when you played.
BA, I don't know if there is any comparison. I mean, when you factor in the popularity of the league now with the various social media platforms that exist, the star magnitude power of the game's biggest stars worldwide, I just think it's a different time. More teams, more exposure, more platforms for exposure, and a real understanding of how to market the NBA globally. So fans have a way of engaging that didn't exist in the early 80s.
Pass to Harris. Back to Middleton. Shoots a fadeaway. It's rebounded by New York. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the general. Here's Randall. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this is one of the best teams we have ever seen. 69 wins this year. Wow.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the general.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Nunn, the pass to Middleton. Back to Nunn. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Middleton. Over Fournier. They get it back. McGee. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Here's the general. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Pass to Middleton. There's the triple. And no good. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
My team first today with the OGD5. Game tied in overtime. It's Glenn Rice. Passing up the three. Hits the mid-range. Oh, yeah! Defender pulls back. So the shooter stepped in sideways. Wise choice in the clutch.
You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. And it's Ball in at the one spot. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Here's Game Face. Makes it off the glass.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Outside DeRozan. Barrett against Levine. Outside, Ball. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Mitchell Robinson. You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
Here's the general. Last game out, 36 points for him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside, Levine. Back to Ball. DeRozan in the corner. Down low. Levine, good.
What concentration from the crafty swing man. Zach LaVine enjoys scoring on aggressive defenders.
The general passes to Randall. Here's the general. He's covered by Ball. Stolen by Ball. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Williams throws it down.
Nice speed from Lonzo Ball to the wide open man. He has a good eye for those openings.
Here's Robinson. Headshot off. Great D that time from Vucevic. Levine for three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Levine's got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's the general. He's covered by Ball. Game face. No good again that time.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Vucevic. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's the general. DeRozan defending. The general.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Now here's Levine. Barrett covering. Vucevic trying to get over.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
The general passes to Toppin. Here's the general. He's covered by Ball. Here's Game Face. That shot misses. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Good on the shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And Smitty, we've seen Nikola Vucevic add a three-point shot to his arsenal.
This is a shot he didn't have early on in his career. But GA...
And Barrett has got the ball here for New York. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. The general is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against the Bucks was just phenomenal. He scored 36 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
Here's Game Face. Trying to get open is Randall. The general can't get it to go. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. To the paint, Ball, and Ball slams it in.
The hops of Alonzo Ball gets up high to slam it in. I love it.
Out to the right wing. Here's the general, guarded by Levine. They get it back. The general. The general's got it all tied up now for New York.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Back to Ball. Here's Nesmith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Levine's shot is off. And so here is New York. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Ball kicks to Levine. To the middle. Here's Nesmith. And Nesmith with the slam.
This is where Levine has really expanded his game, avoiding tunnel vision and getting others involved.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in for Nesmith. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. The kick out to Ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Dosunmu for three. Robinson pulls it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Randall. And the layup's good off the glass.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
25.
Outside, Levine. The pass to Dosunmu. Passes to Zeller. Now Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Great tee that time from the General. The Knicks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Pass to Dosunmu. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Levine. Three-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. The General. Good.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Levine finds Zeller. And here is Dosunmu. Ball from long range. Another three for Chicago.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Now Levine. 12 points for him. 4 seconds left. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on R.J. Pippen. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
With the score, the Knicks 31, the Bulls 33. And your Knicks City Kid. Here come your Knicks.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Levine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. And it's Ball in at the 1. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Chicago. The lead is 2. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated.
33.
Now, here's Ball. Not a lot of room. And there's the pass to Williams. The drive by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
The defense playing Lonzo Ball to pass that off. Instead, he takes it all the way.
Driving to the basket. The General passes to Randall. Randall is doubled. Here's Game Face. That one misses. Great D that time from Vucevic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the General. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Neesmith is checked in.
Onto the floor for the Bulls, Aaron Neesmith.
Outside, Ball. Passes it to Williams. Now, here's DeRozan. He has 7. Pass to Neesmith. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The General can't get it to go. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Shoots the 3. Ball, no good. For New York, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Pass to Williams. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
What I appreciate about Patrick is that he plays his role well. He doesn't play up.
Chicago leading by 7. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. The General is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Robinson in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Williams finds Ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Ball's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. The Knicks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Poke loose. Here's Robinson. The pass to the General. Second shot opportunity, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Jalen Brunson, who's checked in for the Knicks. Chicago has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Ball, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Vucevic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Game Face. Trying to get open is Randall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 20 points for the General. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Inside, Randall fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Sheer power on full display. Julius Randle can get hit and still finish plays.
Chicago leading by 4. And here is Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
DeMar DeRozan is checked in for Chicago.
Williams. Second personal foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Levine against Brunson. And Vucevic kicks to DeRozan. Back to Vucevic. 5 on the clock. Here's Ball. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Can't help but latch on to him. It's your only chance to slow down Vucevic.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw.
Great job there to make this a 2-possession game.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Here's the General. He's covered by Ball. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from the General.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
This is it to Williams. Kicks to DeRozan. Over Barrett. And it's DeRozan missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. tough luck.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Chicago calls timeout.
It's time for T-shirts.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Toppin, he's jacked in for Jalen Brunson. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. This game's still up for grabs. He told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, man.
All right, David, thanks.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end. Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Here's Levine. It's rebounded by New York. After the general. To take the lead. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ball's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
And all Levine has to do is not let the pressure get to him. Just take his time.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Here's Game Face. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 6th rebound on the night.
4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And this team loves Lonzo. They want him taking important shots.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Knicks. Here's the general. To get open is Robinson. The general can't get it to go. Pass the ball. The shot will not fall. The Knicks go the other way with it. Randall outside. New York moving it around. Bobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic LU jam.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Levine with it. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The shot, no good. Nice D from Barrett. Here's Game Face. Count it!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Levine kicks to Williams. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David...